Hello YouTube, this is Dr. Solar coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria. I want to say this is your favorite solar doctor. And now I think about it, I've scoured YouTube and I've not found anyone calling themselves Dr. Solar, so I might be the only one. Definitely in Nigeria. Let me start by saying thank you to all of you that have made my channel the success it is. Yes, I don't have an incredible subscriber count. As of today, I was 2888. And Farouk was number 2888. He subscribed and he also became a client. So let me say thank you, Farouk. But this community has been incredible. You've shared all my experiences, my pains, and my joy. You've made what I do fun. I've enjoyed what I do because of you. So today, if you're in Nigeria, this will resonate. In Nigeria, we have had this experience. When I was younger, and this was in the 70s, you had light almost all the time, 24 hours a day. And if the power company was going to disrupt power, they'll make an announcement in the radios, they'll do a newspaper ad telling you when and for how long. Now, you don't even know when you're going to have power. You can go days without power. Sometimes you can go months without power. There are some communities that have not seen electricity for a very, very long time. And people suddenly have become used to it. So they run generators, they get used to the noise and fumes. But guess what? We are aiming to change that narrative. Now, let me tell you some of the pitfalls that happens once you become solar, once you get on solar power. So, first thing, your expectations change. So you're used to not having power. You come in, you flick the light switches, and there is no power. You're not upset. You've come to expect it. However, you get on solar, the day you come home and you flick the light switch and light doesn't come on, you panic. You didn't panic when you were with the power company, but you're on solar, you panic. You start to look at your batteries, you look at your inverters, you look at your wife. You're very upset with her because you think she did something. And that continues. So now your expectation of power has changed. You expect to have power all the time. Your children, well, I call them the little brats. Now the little brats suddenly now expect, they don't know what it means not to have power. They cannot relate to their friends in Nigeria who, when power comes on, they go, hey, up NEPA. And NEPA hasn't been in existence for more than, 15 years. But each time the power comes on, Nigerians will yell, yay, up NEPA. So now your little brats expect to see power all the time. And the day you don't have power, Daddy, what happened to the lights? Where did the lights go? Amazing, right? But when you didn't have solar and you had the grid, guess what? They celebrated when the power came. They weren't upset when you were in darkness. Now they get to watch TV as long as they want. They could do video calls with their friends. They don't have to worry about charging their phones. All that is automatic because you're on solar. But there's one more, the housemaids. So we had a housemaid and she never experienced a power failure. And then one day she came in, I told her we didn't have power. She thought I was joking, she laughed. And then she came in and flicked the light switches and there was no power, and you should see the look on her face. It was like, and she go, Oga, light no day. Translate, sir, there is no power. I said, yes, but I told you that we didn't have power. And she said, I don't believe you. I did not believe you. I thought you were joking. So now the expectation the housemaid has is there's always power. And the more adventurous ones will use the microwave in the morning. They'll do whatever it is they have to do. But the biggest change now is your wife. You know how we always try to please our wives? I don't know, we go the last mile to please them. So now, when you initially made the investment, she's very upset because you spent a ridiculous amount of money. Yes, you did. To her anyway. The money you spent, you could have bought a car with it, you could have invested it in a business, so she couldn't appreciate you making that investment in solar. I'm sure for the first few days or the first few weeks, she was very upset about it, and then guess what? She too changes her mindset. She comes in, she flips the light switch, and lights come on. She turns the microwave on. The microwave comes on. Unlike before, when they wanted to turn the microwave on, they say, oh, you're going to put the big generator on because the small generator couldn't power the microwave. So people tended to have two microwave ovens. Two generators, the big one and the small one. The small one powered the lights and maybe the refrigerator. And then the big one powered the ACs and powered your microwave. So or pumped water. So when you want to go run your generator, when you want to use your microwave, you send the house help. Or you're going to put on the big generator. You put on the big generator. And then you finish microwaving, you turn it off. And you had to put yourself on a time as to when you wanted to use the microwave. And now suddenly, guess what? She can use the microwave whenever she wants. She can run the AC sometimes whenever she wants. If you have electronic appliances you cook with, things like air fryers, she can use that. She can toast. Wow, that's a big one, because I recall when we would toast, instead of using a toaster, we would get a frying pan, put oil in it, and then put the toast, put the bread, and then once it browns, turn the other side, and that took a long time. And you didn't always get it right. Now, my life partner will get up, just stick bread into the toaster and make toast. So things now that were luxuries suddenly become part of everyday life. And the one day that you don't have it, everybody freaks out. Or you call the solar man. You'll be getting phone calls at 10 o'clock at night. Our lights are not on. 11, I just can't do it. I cannot not have power. You must send someone right now. You must get resolved. Now, these same individuals before, now they're not even asking nicely, actually demanding, because they feel something has been taken away from them. They feel they're being deprived of something. But they were the same people who before, when the generator failed, they'll be begging the guy. They'll even promise their firstborn or their left scrotum in exchange for getting the guy to come and fix the generator for them. They'll beg. Now for you, it's like, Chris, I've become used to having power all the time. Please, 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 send someone like yesterday. So that's one of the, but the big one is the lack of noise. So a client who turned out to be a friend, who eventually, he and I are very friendly, has an 80 kVA generator he has all the way at the corner of the property. And it's in an enclosure, so by Nigerian standard it's considered noise-proof, soundproof. So the enclosure has sound absorbing panels in it. So they finally so I put them on lithium batteries, they have power. They can run one of the central ACs on solar power. And then suddenly, guess what? The wife goes, I cannot deal with the noise from the generator. It's bothering me. I'm like, say what? Yes, I cannot deal with the noise of the generator. Mind you, they lived with the generator for so long. So last anecdote or last story I'll tell. So yesterday I got a phone call from my big client, the microgrid. And they said, we're having a problem. What's the problem? The lights blink for 5 seconds when we're switching between the generator and solar. I'm like, okay, that bothers us. How do we fix it? I said, well, your generator company came and said you needed to put a governor and something else. So fix that and that would go away. Now, mind you, prior to us coming there, they were running generators 24 hours a day and they rotated between 3 generators. So once one generator came on, they would flip a changeover and then turn the generator off, and the lights would blink for about 5 to 10 seconds. Suddenly they're on solar, and guess what? It's no longer acceptable. So solar changes the way people relate to power. It normalizes what should be normal, and now things that we were willing to accept, we no longer accept. So those are some of the things that happen when you get on solar. So I'll call this video the mind-blowing changes one experiences once they're on solar power. So I'm 12 shy of 3,000. So hopefully you will make it possible for me to get 3,000 by sharing this video. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. Once again, this is Dr. Solar coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria. And there's no way there's more. I'm not going to do a Colombo on you today.